Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give our praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahab, Wakakadash, and double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone, and the bishops and elders in Connecticut, to the high priest that taught our apostles, and to the brothers that's out there putting their lives on the line, teaching this truth. And this Yah Demai from the Great Millstone Houston camp. And I'm going to do a video going into this guy, this brother, he had a vision or whatnot. And I'm going to pull out some precepts. I mean, you kind of hit me a little bit, so I'm going to do a little video on it, So check it out.
You gotta watch this.
So I was supposed to go to bed just now, and I just got done praying for some individuals, and as I was praying, the Lord told me to grab a notepad or paper and a pencil and start writing. This is the most descriptive writing I've ever had to do. I've given messages before, but not to this extent. So please listen. It says, "My bride, I know you have been patiently waiting on my arrival. Your time here on earth is coming to an end. Soon we will be joined before the Father, whose name is above all names. El Shaddai, the one who has been performing miracles and signs in the night skies that no one seems to pay attention to. The one who sends the prophets and the servants to give a message of repentance and destruction that no one seems to pay attention to. Oh, woe to you who do not pay attention. Oh, woe to you who doesn't have their lamps ready. There is such ignorance among the church, you fighting and refuting each other about dates and times. Can't you tell when the sun is going down? Can't you smell the rain before it comes? Can't you see all the signs that are in front of you? What more do you want from me? Nothing is ever good enough. Soon, my bride, there will be no more mockery towards you. As my father, who rescued the Israelites from oppression and slavery from the Egyptians and performed many miracles before their own eyes, soon you too will see the same wonders of the Father, who sends me as proof to the world that there is a God, the one true God. My bride, you will suffer just a little bit more, so just prepare. But know again that I am coming. There will be speculation worldwide when my bride is taken from earth, that it was from another source other than me. Those who are left behind will know this is not to be true, and many will lose faith for being left behind, but many will also rise from isolation and begin to spread the one truth. More than before, the whole world at this time will hear the gospel, the true living word of my Father, who I sit down at his right hand. Destruction is coming. Many fools will believe that peace has begun, because the veil has been tightly pulled over their eyes by the evil one. And so it begins. Have your lamps ready.
You gotta watch this.
Yeah, so, that was kind of cool. Well, it was a good video, that he quoted, certain things. A few things that I want to go into, when he said, be patient, and he really was going into the bridegroom, right? But I'm gonna start off with, let's go to James. What's that? James 5:7. Oh, well, you know what? Let me do this. I guess the table of context. Let me see. Yeah. And it reads, because he was like, hey, just be patient, till the Lord come, right? Yahweh shall come back through Yahweh, right? James 5:7. Be patient, therefore, brethren, until the coming of Yahweh, by Shem Shah, Yahweh Shah. Behold, the husbandman waited for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it until he receive the early and latter rain. Right? Be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. Right? You know, we in these times, man. Things are happening. Right? Things are truly happening. And here it is. Next month will be the new year, 2000. Well, the so-called new year, 2026. You know, and man, all kind of things is gonna be happening. There's a lot of things that happening too in this year, 2025. It came by so quick, you know. But yeah, let's go into, because he mentioned the bridegrooms and, the lamps, you know. Let's go to Matthew 25 and 4. And it reads, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps, right? That oil is this truth, you know, in their vessels, in they inward part, in their minds. Okay, having this truth. That's what that oil goes into. Verse 5, Matthew 25 and 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. Right, because we didn't have the truth or nothing yet. Okay? And at midnight, there was a cry made. And that cry made at midnight was our beloved forefather that was in this truth, that brought forth this truth to us. And that's Albert Bibbins, right? And we believe him to be Elijah the prophet and John the Baptist. If you can receive that, we do. Okay? And I'm going to read that again. At midnight, there was a cry made, Albert Bibbins, behold, the bridegroom cometh, right? Yahushua cometh, go ye out to meet him. Okay? Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps, right? Trim their lamps, taught, that was teaching the true doctrine, making it pure, okay? And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. But the wise answer, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves, right? So, hey, the ones that, had the foolish, the unwise virgins, they wasn't taking heed. And they was breaking down. It was pretty much like your 2/3 the false prophets, right? But Yahushua, he's coming for them wise virgins, the 5 wise virgins, man, that has they lamps trimmed, right? So that's what that's what the brother was going into, too. So, and let's get Revelations 21, and I just started at 21 and 2. And I, John, saw the holy city, right? New Jerusalem coming down from Yahweh Shai, which is New Jerusalem, that's the elect, out of heaven, prepared as a bride, right? Adorned for her husband, right? The elect, being prepared for Yahweh Shai, because he's the bridegroom. So I wanted to get that, make that point. And let's get Jeremiah. It's at 3 and 14. Salakia. Jeremiah 3 and 14. Turn, O backsliding children, said Yahweh Shai, for I am married unto you. And that's the point. For I am married unto you. And I would take and I would take you, one of a city, and 2 of a family, and I will bring you to Zion, right? To meaning it's like a select few of people, a remnant that he's coming to get, you know, that's repenting and no blemish found of them. They trying their best, right? But just to go into, for he, it reads, said Yahweh Shema Shai, for I am married unto you, right? And that's the point. Children of Israel are married to, Yahweh Shema Shai, right? And we waiting for him to come, to get his bride. And we his bride. Okay. So let's get one more dealing with that Revelation. I'm just hitting, some scriptures. I ain't trying to make it too long. Just trying to hit some points. Revelation 19:7, and it reads, "Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him," right? "For the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife have made herself ready," right? And that's what we want. We want to be made ready. "And to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen," right? "Clean and white," right? "For the fine linen is the righteousness of saints." Yeah, see, there you go. Clean and white, pure, right? So let's something else I wanted to bring out. Cause he had brought out too. Israel, they seeking for a sign, right? That's what he going to. About the rain and everything. They know this. They know when they can tell when the rain is coming and all this, but they can't discern what time they in. That's what he was going into. What I'm doing. That's Matthew 16. Let's get it. This Matthew 16:1. "The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven." The Pharisees, they was, not all Pharisees was bad, but I guess the bulk of them, they was always coming against Yahweh Shai, right? Verse 2, "And he answered," Matthew 16:2, "he answered and said unto them, When it is evening, ye say, it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times?" Right? And our people, they can't. They can't decide. It'll be right in front of them. They can't, how about smell shot and put it in them. They close their eyes in a way. And they blinded, right? But they can discern all this here when the rain is from I smell the rain. I'm just, and that shows you, that, that's our people, the Israelites, because they can discern this and discern that. But when it's something that's, detrimental, they can't see it. That's Jake. And cause another point he made too, that hey, he sent out his prophets. He sent out the prophets, to warn you too, Let's get that in Jeremiah. It's the one I was thinking about, Jeremiah 25, 7-25, Salakia. And it reads, Jeremiah 7-25, "Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them," right? Let me read that again, because that's what he went into that. he said servants, the Lord sent out his servants, the prophets. You can use this here, Jeremiah 27:25. Since the day that your fathers came forth out of the land of Egypt unto this day, I have even sent unto you all my servants, the prophets, daily, rising up early, and sending them, right? Sending the prophets. Yet they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but hardened their neck. They did worse than their fathers, right? So that's Jake, man. They harden their necks. Here it is. We out on on highways and byways every week, you know, and you still got these scoffers, man. They be on, they ain't taking heed. You got the brother I always going into, I always bring this out. He always on TikTok bringing out these clowns on TikTok, steady talking they shit, right? Cause the brother did mention on that video that all that scoffing these people they doing, that's gonna be done away with. We don't have to deal with that no more, cause me personally, I get angry as hell. I can't even stomach to watch some of them videos that the brother put out, cause all it do for me, it just gets me angry, but it's supposed to be that way. Let's get what's that? 2 Peter. Let me see. I believe the 3rd chapter. Let me see. 3 and 4 videos. Okay, yeah. See, there you go. The coming day of Yahweh Bashim Shah. Well, the coming day of the Lord, which is in the subheading, right? Knowing this first, that they should come in the last days, scoffers, right? Walking after their own lust. And that's what they doing. Talking shit, think they know they think they know what's going on. They don't want to take accountability. They want to just still be in their wickedness, doing they bullshit. Excuse my French. Let's read it. Let me read it again. 2 Peter 3 and 3. Knowing this first, that they shall come in the last days, scoffers, walking after their own lust, and saying, where is the promise of his coming? Yeah, mocking, talking shit, right? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation, right? Yeah, just talking shit. Ain't nothing changed. Where the Lord at? Is he coming? Mocking, right? Verse 5, 2 Peter 3 and 5. For this, they willingly are ignorant. Yeah, they ignorant, man. Of that by the word of your heavenly Father, Yahweh Bashim Shai, the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water, right? Whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished. Talking about the flood back in Noah days, the flood, But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire, right, against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men, right? All you niggas, all you scoffers, you're gonna be reserved unto fire, okay? So yeah, man, I just wanted to bring some things, I seen that video. I just wanted to kind of like touch on some points and bring out a few scriptures on that, I hope this has been edifying, and to the point. Until next time, I want to give our praises due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahah, Wakakadash. Until next time, Shalom.